Hello friends, Scott the Night Train Piper here. How are y'all doing? I'm broadcasting as usual from the mountains of Southern California. And it is very windy outside. I don't know about you, but I really love the sound of wind through treetops. And that is what I'm hearing out the door of my smoke shack here right now. Just gusts of wind through the treetops, howling away out there. Fortunately, it's not so strong that we've had power shut-offs. Oh, there's my clock. Sometimes what they do around here, our power company, thanks to a California law that was passed, they have weather stations on many of their power lines. These are the large power lines, towers, and then as well as the smaller feeder lines, they have little weather stations. And since I live in a pretty fire-prone area, the power company has these public safety power shutoffs, as they call them. But they're the result of some legislation and a lawsuit in particular against the power company up in Northern California. So the power company down here will just plain shut off the power to us. Yes, shut off the power if the predictions are that the wind is going to be dangerous enough to cause like a power short across lines, or some other sparking or something, some damage to lines or that kind of thing. A tree branch might fall on the lines or something. All that causes liability for the power company, and due to some legislation that passed that basically allows folks to successfully sue the company in case an accident like that happens and a fire results. They shut it off proactively, which kind of sucks during the winter when it's really cold out here. Sometimes they'll just shut it down. But not tonight so far. And I am smoking Captain Black Gold in my Nordine pipe. This is a Nordine pipe. There's Captain Black Gold. It's a Virginia Black Cavendish blend. Tastes very grassy. It's a little different from a typical codger blend, even though it's Captain Black, because of the Virginia content. There's no burley in there. But I do like it for the grass and hay element. So, what have I been doing? Well, this past weekend, it was very busy for me. On Saturday, we did an annual event at my church called Trunk or Treat. And that every year we do this on the nearest weekend to Halloween that we can. Since Halloween's on a Friday, that means that we did our trunk or treat on this past Saturday. And we have cars that pull up, and people can do, they dress in costumes and hand out candy from their trunk of their car. And it's for the church members, families that come to the church, also for community. Everybody in the community is free to come and partake, go out and check the cars out. We have a bounce house going for the kids. We have a craft going for the kids. There's usually a place inside to sit. It's often cold and windy late October like this, but it was a very beautiful day on this past Saturday. Not hot, but sunny and nice. And then my group at the church, the elders, we go and buy hot dogs and potato chips and sodas and waters, and we hand them out for free. So I bought the food this time, and I helped run the event. I think we had about 200 hot dogs to hand out, and we didn't get them all handed out, so there's some extra for a dinner we're going to have on Tuesday night too. So, but that was my all-day Saturday. I went over there at 11 to start setting up. The event itself started at 1 and went till about 3:30 or so, and then I helped break everything down too. So my Saturday was pretty much that. and I'll post some pictures right here, just so you can get a little small taste of it. You'll just see me and my wife, and then some photos of the one photo of the event. I think I only have one photo of the cars lined up. And let's see. And there's an extra bonus photo in there of my draft costume. That wasn't gonna go, but I'll show it to you just for humor's sake. Enjoy. Yeah, so that was Saturday, and on Sunday I was busy all day too. Um, I'm a member of a Lutheran church, and Lutherans really celebrate Reformation Day. That's the day when Martin Luther nailed the 95 Theses to the wall. And so every year about this time we celebrate Reformation Day, and we sing Mighty Fortress, Ein Festberg if you're German, and then we do celebrations. So this Sunday was no different, and I'm in the choir, so we sang in 2 out of our 3 church services in the morning. And then this time in the afternoon, I went to another Lutheran church about an hour's drive away with many of the other members of the choir, and we joined their choir and sang for their special service that they were having that was in Spanish and English. And so it had a potluck too. So, but that took me away in the morning for my church services here, and then all afternoon I was basically gone down at this other church service. So yeah, busy days. And then it's back to work on Monday. So, but we have had some pretty good days here. It was a nice day yesterday too, and it's supposed to warm up even a little more here for late October. I'll take it. We get some crazy weather sometimes in October. I know it's raining and it's been snowing in other parts of the country, so I'm grateful. Well, that's about it for me. Just thought I'd pop in, say hi, and talk about my weekend. Hope your weekend was great too. Maybe not necessarily as busy as mine was. I don't have many plans the rest of the week. Really, even Halloween, I don't really celebrate, and we don't get kids at our house. I'm kind of off the beaten track here. This is a small mountain community, and there are certain neighborhoods where everybody goes and trick-or-treats. When my kids were growing up here, they're all moved out of the house, but when they were growing up, we would go to those certain neighborhoods where everyone decorates, and they're not as hilly as everywhere else on the mountain, and it's so it's pretty walkable. And yeah, that's where everyone goes. Each little town up here on the mountain has their own little area that's not necessarily designated as that, but it's just become the area where people trick or treat in each community. But my kids are grown. I don't get trick or treaters at my house, and so I'm probably just gonna stay at home, maybe watch a scary movie. I don't know. So that's it for me. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll talk to you all later.